third way you want to step back is to step away from the content. Work to make your content irrelevant. And we're going to see that a little bit with Mary and her outcome of her work. With Mary, we had to work on this issue of suffocating on the plane until she got it, that it's not about suffocation. We had to talk enough about the ceiling of the parking garage collapsing so that it's not about the ceiling collapsing on her. We're going to on and on like that. Now, once she clears up some of that content area, she's going to go into the environment in order to produce scary feelings inside herself. That's her goal, to do it. But until she clears up this stuff around her heart, why in the world would she put herself at risk physically if she thinks this panic is going to cause injury to her heart? So we want to correct misinformation. The only content stuff that we're going to get rid of is the content stuff that is not relevant. Again, going back to the example of the person who's unemployed and worried about finding their next job. That content we're not going to get rid of because that's relevant. We're going to have to work on problem solving around that. We're going to gather information, gather knowledge to figure out whether this is a signal or noise. Now you can start sensing why trust is going to be important. Because if you use your mind to sort everything out, and it's the same mind that is being directed by the disorder, you're going to stay stuck. So there is something about stepping into this territory of uncertainty that will be important. So if you think about any of us, if I thought about, if I thought the content was valid and I was going to humiliate myself today at work, I can't handle that. If I feel like I'm putting my children at risk of danger by not washing my hands for 20 minutes, I can't tolerate that. That's not acceptable to me. If I think I'm going to contaminate my family, if I think that I might have left the stove on and the house is going to burn down, I can't tolerate that. I can't handle that. If I think that this thought that might pop up in my mind now means that I'm a bad person, that's not acceptable to me. If I'm going to get on this plane this afternoon and put myself at risk of dying, that's unacceptable. I'm not going to do it. If I think I'm going to have a heart attack instead of a panic attack, I'm not going there. So you see how the disorder traps us. We want to flip it over. We want to work on the content in such a way that we understand that the content has been taken over by the disorder and it's all about doubt and distress. That I don't have to face the house burning down because of my mistake. I have to face feeling a generic sense of doubt, a generic sense of distress. When I feel doubt in that way, I'm going to get distressed. I'm going to be anxious. I don't like those feelings. Who in the world likes those feelings? But I can handle those feelings. So that's the big shift. If we don't get off of content over to understanding what the disorder's doing, the content is down here. It's like picking up trash all day. You can't reassure yourself enough about the content. Have you noticed? If we can get up here and go, okay, it's been tricking me, or the disorder has shown up because of the trauma I've had. I had this event, I don't want it to happen again, but I'm ready to start facing the feelings because I don't want to be limited anymore.